I've been meaning to update my problem with agnostics video for a while now. It is kind of old, a bit stale. I think my presentation's clumsy, and there are a few points that I missed. Actually, there's several points that I didn't bring up, but one in particular I want to go through right now. I think a lot of agnostics haven't really understood exactly what they are agnostic about. They are clearly not agnostic about the God described in the religious texts of the Old Hebrew Torah and the Christian New Testament. They are not agnostic about that, because that creature is a logical impossibility. You don't need to have all knowledge of the universe to know that the God described in those texts makes no sense at all. So what exactly are they agnostic about? Give up? They made it up themselves. This didn't actually occur to me until, well, not that long ago, really. I did go through an agnostic stage myself. I think a lot of atheists actually do go through an agnostic stage. Until I really examined what I was being agnostic about. It was a creation of my own imagination without any basis in reality. I had devised, based upon this concept of Yahweh, but distinctly different from, I had devised a creature, an idea of a creature that was beyond logical and scientific questioning, for no reason other than to be agnostic about its existence. Do you get that? I had done this for years without even realizing what I was doing. If the idea of the God that you're questioning is not the God that exists in the religious texts of Judaism and Christianity, and Islam too, the God described in the Quran is a bit closer to the God described in the Torah. The God described in the New Testament a little bit more benevolent than either of those two. The other two are clearly real rough Bronze Age style deities. It doesn't matter. The God described in any of those texts are logically impossible. That you get the omniscience and the omnibenevolent contradict. It doesn't matter. We've gone through this, all right? Philosophers and logicians have gone through this for centuries. That creature is logically impossible. The only thing that agnostics can be agnostic about is a deity that they have made up themselves for no good reason other than the fact that they had come from a Christian and or Jewish and or Muslim background, and they are aware of this monotheistic God concept. They take that monotheistic God concept, they turn it into something else, something that is beyond logical reproach, and then they choose to be agnostic about that creation of their own mind. It is so infuriating. Agnostics, please take a look at the concept of the God that you are agnostic about. Alright? Where did he come from? Did you make him up? Did you put him where there are gaps in our knowledge of the universe? Because there are plenty. Granted, there are plenty. But is there a good reason to even consider the possibility of such a logical construct that came from your mind and nowhere else? And nowhere else. Ugh. Alright. Calm down. Or just think about that for a minute, alright? Think about that. Get back to me if you think you've actually got a good point. I doubt it, but, please, get back to me if you do.